Hi guys, so we're here on TikTok and we're gonna cover some things about Carucci and Chris Brown because I'm sort of wondering who he was talking to, and I sort of want to encourage people in the Brown community, and Carucci being one of those people and Chris Brown being one of those people, I being one of those people. I want to encourage you guys to learn how to love each other and encourage each other and make each other feel good, and get into therapy, and therapy definitely works. And so here's a video I found on TikTok, but we're gonna go on YouTube because we have longer topics. We can talk longer on on this, and we can just like, healing the Brown community is important, and nobody else is going to do it for us better than ourselves, because we know what it feels like to be broken. We know how it feels like to be hurt, and no matter how much someone tries to tell us to shut up and don't talk about this, don't talk about that, because they're hurt, they're broken. Remember, we were broken. Like in other races, we have to remind them, listen, we were broken by each other. Whenever they hurt us, it made us a danger to each other's community, which made us, and which was the goal. The enemy's goal is to separate a race that needs to be together to be strong, so we can be there for other people, other races, as they're there for us, even if we don't all, you guys might not want to, but I think it's important to work as a team, human race, right?
I can wait. Aside from all the betrayal and all that, if we were to continue from here and he were to be good, I can wait some time for him to mature, I guess.
But he told you that's not what he wanted. Okay. When you got into, tell me what's going on. Remember, I told you, tell me what's going on. Come on, tell me what's going on.
No.
Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're feeling. Forget about him. Let's get to you. Tell me what you're feeling right now. What is it? Close your eyes and just let it speak. Just close your eyes and let it speak.
It's just everything.
Okay.
It's all these emotions that I have.
Okay. Let's give him a name. Let's name him. I feel.
Hurt, betrayed.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
No. Let's stay with the feeling.
I can wait.
And just so you guys know, watching Carucci, talk about Chris Brown, I want you guys to know that she's really emotional, and her tears are very real, and they're very valid, and so are yours. And I strongly believe she fell in love with Chris Brown, and they were deeply in love with each other. And I'm starting to feel this connection between them two, because, and as a listener, it always feels like you're in love with the artist because somehow they're connected. But don't forget that we all have reincarnated into this lifetime, so we might have had a past or something. But aside from that, don't think about that. Focus on the relationship that's in front of you, instead of looking back and see what you can do to help that relationship that you left behind if you don't feel connected to it, right? So I do this as a charity deed, and not just as a charity deed, but it's also because I actually care, and I want the Brown community to heal, because if you guys heal, things are going to be better. And when you guys open up and people ignore your tears and ignore getting you better, it defeats the purpose of you opening up. We want more people in the Brown community, in the dark Brown community especially, to open up, so that we can get all that filth, all that stuff, all that pain out. You can heal so that you don't project that pain on others, right? So all right, we're gonna get more into Carucci, and then we're gonna get into Rihanna. Guys, this makes such a great point, and it's a lot of the question that I was wondering about in terms of Chris Brown. Like, how does he maintain such a public, record? As a celebrity, like, how is he maintaining his stardom? And also, where is he having the energy and the time to beat these women up? Like I think, speaking out, we want these women that are being abused or being beaten and being hurt to really speak to us, and let us know what happened. The only one woman that we see that is hurt and bruised is Rihanna. We don't really see bruises on the other women, but I do believe that I'm not saying that it never happened, right? And so these issues need to be addressed. And even though we do, Chris Brown does have a childhood past, and he's got issues. I think I don't it doesn't make it okay that he continues to abuse women. I don't think it's okay to continue to beat on women. I think it's important that somebody stops him, not as a man, but helps him, stops him from performing. I think as a group of Chris Brown's people demand and command and say, we're not going to show up on any of your shows until you get some help, and providing that help, not making him feel like a monster, not making him feel like a bad guy, but really, really getting deep into his heart and soul and healing that broken man, that little boy that never got the attention that he needs, getting into that little boy that felt alone, because Chris Brown has served in this country. He has served to us, and he has given so much great music, and I don't think it's fair to just throw him in jail, and I don't think it's fair to just ignore his pains, because he's not a criminal, but if he's hurting these women the way which we believe he is, because we've seen Rihanna beat up and hurt. How do we fix this? Because this is happening in the brown community to so many, especially the dark brown community, to so many kids, so many people. It's happened to me. It's happened to so many others.
Chris Brown, this says network that released Quiet on Set will produce a Chris Brown domestic violence documentary that features a new accuser. And the accuser says this is the only way that he can be stopped. So what exactly is this going to be about? This says, Chris Brown, A History of Violence, will chart Chris Brown's past all the way back to his troubled childhood, explores the lasting impact of the cycle of abuse, and poses the question, how does a man with such a violent public record maintain his superstar status? With expert and cultural commentary layered throughout, the documentary provides thoughtful reflections into each survivor's experience and the psychological destruction in the aftermath of their abuse. Now, the new accuser is going to be featured, but they're going to keep their identity hidden. Says, I have not spoken about this matter publicly, but that's the only way he can be stopped. I did not see this coming.
Wow. And I really want to know about this documentary. I want to hear about it. I'm going to do my research on it. I want people to be healed in the brown community, to be better in the dark brown community, in the black community, the African American community, because I don't want to confuse you guys, because the Spanish people call themselves brown, but we call this Brown Lives Matter just because Black Lives Matter is already taken by another organization. But for me, I'm a little more different when it comes to this brown lives, and I feel like we all can fall into the brown category, not trying to take away from the black community, because of course I'm a black woman myself, but to definitely get that focus on that. And I want you guys to feel comfortable and feel safe to open up and feel,
watching this? What do y'all think?
The beginning of safety starts with you, starts with each other. In order for us to be safe, we need to make others feel safe by, relaxing, calming down, being less aggressive. I know that you feel like that's just your character. You have so much character, but what's going to help you not be so aggressive or too dominant or appear too dominant or too, because that's what I've noticed. Like, I'm used to it, but some people are just a little bit too much, that even I myself, and so relaxing and calming down and developing the skills to have a mellow vibe, a mellow persona is a great skill to provide. So you can blend in with others, when it's time for you to come out and when it's time for you to get buck wild and get ratchet, then it's another thing. But once you get that ratchet out, baby, you're going to be a lot better, and you're going to be able to achieve the skills to move forward as a person and just be able to go in around all sorts of different people and just blend in really easy. Like, you see how I can talk this way and I can get around the brown community and be like, girl, what's up? How you guys, it sucks. I suck at doing it now, but how y'all doing? I'm really like professional. I try to be, but so it's really hard for me to speak Ebonics like I used to, but it comes out unconsciously. When I try to purposely speak Ebonics, it literally just slips my tongue. I have to hear it in order for me to copy it. So, but it can come out like, you guys, like, yeah, it sucks. Like, it just comes out unconsciously. So, all right, guys, that's all we're going to talk about today. I hope you all get to subscribe to my channel and we can definitely have a chat, because we have not had a chat in years. decades maybe.